An interview done by Julian Assange, now that he's out of prison, and there's a tiny little bit of hint in there, if you can see it, as to why the types of order of the leaks are coming out in the order that they're coming. And I do think that this guy is a friggin' genius. And he has been releasing a lot of information, but it didn't grab our attention. And it's like, why is none of this stuff grabbing our attention? The mass murder of the Clinton family is not news. It's been out there. But I never heard about it. I knew that there were his enemies, but never really knew what the story was. The media didn't get it all around the world. It just seemed to be, they released a little bit of information out there, and then a lot of people got murdered, and that's how I think the media ended up getting suppressed, is because they spoke up, they got killed. And so a lot of information that they are releasing, a lot of people are saying, well, this is not news. Why are we paying attention to it? And it's like, okay, we love gossip. We thrive on gossip. We just want to hear the dirt. We want to hear the dirt of your personal life. We want to hear you backstabbing each other. It's not so much of, oh, this many people are being tortured there. It's like, we're immune to hearing that people are getting tortured. We're immune to hearing that people are, in jail without being charged, or, millions of people got massacred, or, oh, they're killing the Gulf. It's like we hear the same story and nothing ever happens about it. So it's like we've tuned out to everything that's important in the world. But one thing we love gossip. So that's what he ended up doing. Is like, he's been releasing information for years, but nobody paid attention to what he did. So now he, got some dirt on the gossip, and, the personal, this is what I think of that person, this is what I think of that person. That's what interests us. That's what grabs their attention. And now the world is paying attention. Now they're releasing information. It's like, oh my God, is that really going on? And yet the people that do know, like, it's like the 1% of the population that kind of paid attention to some stuff are like saying, well, none of this is new. It's like, no, that story was not new to you, but it was new to everybody else. But even that one person that's saying this is not news, well, if it's not news, then how come you didn't make sure it was a big issue? Like, that's something that's really, really odd, is if people are saying, well, this is not news, we knew about it all along, and it's like, okay, so what did you do about it? Clearly a lot of us didn't do anything about it. Clearly we had no plan. Clearly nobody was screaming loud enough that said, hey world, something's a little wrong here. So anyways, in this one interview, he kind of little hint that, yeah, it was really challenging to get people's attention to what it is that we are doing. Kind of hinted that he had to have a strategy of how to grab your attention. And he grabbed your attention with a lot of friggin' gossip. And that's what got our attention. We're all addicted to gossip. We want to hear what your personal life is like. Not about how many people are being murdered and tortured and, the 9/11 shit, but hopefully, this is going to be a train that won't stop until we get, we're paying attention now. I think at the same time, it's like, okay, every economic system is completely collapsed. You kind of lost all your money with the bank. You're kind of interested to find out if there's any new information about the banking system. So, and it's nothing that he hasn't reported before. You just didn't pay attention to it. Why? Because you didn't lose your money. But now that you are losing your money, you kind of listening a little bit. So that's where I think why, how come old news is now really important news? Because it's affecting your life. So go check out this interview. I think this one was pretty good. Peace out.